Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Yunks. Today is going to be a short little video, and I just watched the Destiny 2 reveal live stream. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit about it, give my initial thoughts, and I want to hear what you guys think about it. If you watched it, leave that in the comments down below, guys. Anyway, let's get right into it. So first of all, what you're seeing in the background is the official Destiny 2 trailer, and I will leave a link in the description down below if you want to see, you know, the full trailer with the audio in its full glory. I will leave that in the description down below. Anyway, let's get right into it. So let's start with the subclasses that we saw on the stream. The solar subclass for the Warlock is called Dawnblade, and it looks absolutely sick. You'll basically be able to hover in the air and rain down fiery swords on your enemies, and they'll blow up, and it looks really freaking awesome, and it looks unbelievably fun to use. And I'm pretty sure you could also slam down on your enemies as well with your sword instead of throwing them. I think you have the option to do either or. The Sentinel is what the Void subclass is called on the Titan. So this looks a lot like the Relic in Bolt of Glass, like holding the relic. Your shield now is pretty much on your arm, and you could throw it, it'll bounce off enemies, you could use it to protect yourself, you could slam into enemies with it. There's just a lot of options as it seems, as it looks, and it looks really, really sick. And finally, for the Hunter, we have the Arc Strider, which is of course the Arc subclass, and in my opinion, the super looks a lot like the Arc Blade, but I guess we'll see how it turns out when we get a little more information on it. Next, let's talk a little bit about the planets that we will be going to. Well, there are 4 with the launch of Destiny 2. Of course, Earth. Then we have Nessus, where Cade is going to be. Apparently, it's a Vex-infested planet. Then you have Titan, which is basically an ocean, and there's a bunch of structures on the ocean that you could, traverse on. And this is where, of course, Zavala will be, which makes sense. He is a Titan, and, they're on the planet Titan. Then the last one we have is Io. It's called Io, very weird name. It's apparently very mysterious. We don't know much about it. In my opinion, it looks badass as hell. I can't wait to get on that planet and just simply explore. And this is where Ikora will be. And speaking of exploring, apparently they are completely redoing patrols. They're making them a lot better. There's going to be a lot more stuff to do. Of course, you're still going to have your public events. There's going to be new adventures in patrol, as well as lost sectors, which is basically more opportunities for better loot. From what I heard with lost sectors, you got to kill a boss in a specific area on the map, and they will drop a key, and then you could unlock a chest with that. Something along those lines. Now, I really wish they could make patrol 6-man, a fire team of 6, but I have a feeling they're going to keep it 3. Not too sure how that's going to play out. But, of course, while we're on the activity subject, a new campaign will be in store for us. New story missions, of course. What's Destiny without story missions? We're going to have new strikes, new Crucible game mode called Countdown, and apparently now all Crucible modes will be 4v4. Really excited about this. The new game mode Countdown is Attack and Defend, which is something we haven't seen in Destiny before. Of course, there will be one raid with Destiny 2 with the launch. Maybe it'll come out a week after the launch, who knows. You know how Bungie is with the raids. They're not going to give any information out on it, and I would like to keep it that way. And speaking of raids, there is now going to be a way that you can get a 6-player. Let's say you have 5 and you need one more, but none of your friends are online. There are going to be in-game methods now to get that 6-player, besides going to the tower and harassing people about it, or something along those lines. You don't have to go on third-party applications anymore, or third-party websites to find a player. You could simply do it in-game now, which is something that Destiny needed a very long time ago, but at least they learned from their mistakes. They're adding this into Destiny 2. Very, very nice that they're adding this. They put a lot of emphasis in the stream about how solo players will now be able to find teams much easier and find clans much easier, and it just sounds like a overall better experience for the game. This is something Destiny needed, like I said. They needed this for a long time now, and they are finally implementing it in Destiny 2. Now, that's pretty much the gist of everything they went over in the stream, and I was going to save the best for last here, which is you no longer have to go to orbit to transition between the Crucible to a raid. You can now go directly wherever the hell you want. It's really a beautiful thing. And one more thing, guys, in the stream they talked a lot about the story, how, you know, the Cabal kind of just wiped out the tower, wiped out our light, and there's a lot of that kind of stuff they talked about in the stream as well. But I'm not going to get too into detail with that stuff. We can save that for another video, but that for now is pretty much going to wrap it up. I think the stream went overall pretty damn well. Everything they said was positive. They are making much needed changes for Destiny 2. The game looks beautiful, and just everything was good. Just everything. Anyway, guys, go ahead and leave in the comments. Let me know what you think about everything I just said. I'm sure there's things I missed, so if I missed something, just leave that in the comments. Let everyone else know. And if you saw the stream yourself, what are your thoughts? Just let me know, guys. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna wrap this one up. Go ahead, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.